This is Jeff Murray with Murray's Fly Shop in Edinburg, Virginia, bringing you the June 2026 Fly Fishing Report podcast. So we start to think about the smallmouth bass fishing here in the Shenandoah Valley and the surrounding areas. Typically in June, we're thinking about fish that are getting ready to spawn. This year, that happened in April and early May with the warm water temperatures we have. Right now, our water temperatures are 10 degrees cooler than they were on May 15th when we had some 90-degree weather. Right now, the water temperature is running 62, 63 degrees. Fortunately, we just received some rain here at the end of May, and water levels have come up considerably, maybe a little bit too much, in fact. But things are dropping back nicely right now, and the water on the North Fork and the South Fork and the main stem of the Shenandoah are in great shape. As we start to think about what we're going to be casting to these fish, this year we've done well on popping bugs already. That's not something we normally have quite this early in June. I typically think about the 21st of June as being kind of the kickoff of topwater action. But we've been doing well with the chartreuse chugger and number 4 Shenandoah blue popper. As we're fishing those, the grass beds are getting going. They're not as far along as they are in some other places down south, like on the James and the New. But our grass beds are ahead of where they typically are this time of the year. With that being said, the small minnows are still growing. They're not large enough, especially the shiner minnows, they're not large enough to really be a big target for the smallmouth yet. So we're still throwing some big streamers at the hopefully larger quality smallmouth. Something like a number 1 black or olive Briggs ripping rooster, number 4 Mad Tom, a number 4 Spudler. Going out here with the sculpin imitations and dredging the bottom, especially while the water level's up, is going to require a sink tip 3 line. As the water levels start to drop, we'll start switching back to an intermediate line, maybe a little bit lighter flies. Go with a shank sculpin. If you're going to be nymph fishing or dredging the bottom, go with a number 4 Murray's crayfish or a number 4 heavy black hellgrammite. Early in the morning and late in the evening are going to be your primary times for this by the middle of June. Right now here at the first part of June, we're still using some of that warmth of the sun to help increase the water temperature and make the fish feel like they want to chase food. As far as the brook trout fishing goes, this recent rain that we had here at the end of May really helped the brook trout streams. They were getting very low and in turn very spooky. This extra water has decreased, I should say, the spookiness of the brook trout. They're still spooky, but we can get away with a little bit more than we could get away with 2 weeks ago. There are a lot of sulfurs coming off on the brook trout streams late in the evening. I'm talking about the last half hour to 15 minutes of daylight. And keep in mind, here at the first part of June, it's getting dark at about 8:15, so plan your trip accordingly. As far as the general dry fly fishing that you're going to find throughout the day, don't hesitate to go with a Delta Wing Caddis and Tanner Black and a number 16. There are a lot of caddis coming off. Still have quite a few little yellow stoneflies coming off. The further up the mountain you get, the more little yellow stoneflies you're going to find. The highest reaches of some of these streams, you'll find little yellow stoneflies all the way through the month of June. I like going with the number 16 or number 18, Murray's little yellow stonefly. As far as other patterns to use, we're starting to make the switch to the terrestrial patterns like our ants and beetles. Not too many crickets and grasshoppers run around up there on the brook trout streams, but they are definitely in tune with the beetles and the ants. So go with the number 16 flying beetle or number 16 Mr. Rapidan ant. I fished all of these on a 6-foot mountain leader 6X or a 7.5-foot classic leader at 6X. If you run into some higher water, you may have to go with a dry and a dropper or a nymph. For those, I'll go with a number 16 Mr. Rapidan beadhead or go with a French bomb in a number 16 if the water's particularly fast. Or if I'm going as a dropper fly, either go with a chartreuse or green copper john or a number 16 Perdigon in red or olive. And I'm fishing all those underwater patterns on 5X or 6X fluorocarbon. That pretty well sums up our fishing here in the Shenandoah Valley for the next month. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call, and Look us up on the website at murraysflyshop.com, and we'll be glad to help you out any way we can. Thank you and have a good day.